Hello, everyone, and welcome to another energy reading of the week. The theme is around healing or preventing burnout. And every week, I tune into the energy, the universal energies, to find out what is supported, what kind of work is supported for us. So last week, it was the Angel of Health. And oh my goodness, I had such an health scare on Friday. I'm still kind of recovering a little bit from what's happened. I'm all right now, but I can tell you, I was in quite a state on Friday and the whole of yesterday as well. So I hope you have kept safe. I hope you've looked after your health. For me, it's meant taking a lot of rest and seeing doctors. And let's see what this week is supportive of. What are the energies supportive of this week? Can you please let me know for me and my audience? What do we need to focus on in a way? All right, nervous system. This is the card of the nervous system. So this week, watch out for, well, I suppose triggers. And I'm going to explain what I mean by triggers. Things can happen to us over time, and especially if we've had difficult childhood, whether there was challenges, whether we were felt unsafe, depending on what kind of ambiance was in our home. And this can mean that our nervous system is more sensitive to input. But even if we're very strong and we've had a very happy childhood, some events can frazzle our energy and make us feel unsafe. So it's not, when the nervous system is activated, it's not like you can easily reason with yourself. And in fact, you might feel quite irrational in your response to things, but I want you to be kind to yourself and understand that the nervous system is something that you can't really control, although there are a lot of techniques that can help regulate yourself. Now, I am not a professional who is trained around nervous system regulation. I only know generally of principles. Sorry, my cat has decided he wants to come out of the room. So give me a second. Here you go. I knew he was going to do that, but he wanted to be in to start with. So anyway, nervous system regulation. You can probably Google that to find out what are good ways to regulate your nervous system. I know one for sure. I'm trained as an emotional freedom technique, shortened to the acronym EFT. And it's a technique that was invented by a psychologist who decided, as his clients were talking to him, this is a very broad introduction. You can find a lot of information about EFT, though. It's everywhere it's becoming more mainstream. It's even used in the corporate world as part of well-being programs. And the idea is to tap on the meridians being what the Chinese believe are sort of lines of energy that run around your body and that I suppose tie into your energy field. So by tapping on those meridians that link to different emotions, we can sort of soothe the nervous system. So I suppose what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mini EFT introduction as part of this video. EFT is something that is I love the principle that anybody can do it on their own because there are no negative side effects of tapping unless you tap so hard on yourself that you hurt yourself. But obviously, I'm hoping that you're not going to do that. And the idea is that you tap on the meridians with two fingers because then it's easier to touch the right point. And you do that very, very gently. What you want is to really touch. And usually you start with a general statement on the karate chop. So, suppose you had been triggered by someone and your reaction, you'll know if your nervous system is activated, one of the signs is that you're going to massively overreact. And the reason you overreact so massively is because it's touching upon a sensitive topic that actually has built over the years through various experiences that have not been processed properly, emotionally, but also energetically. So it's almost like you're poking the bear. It's almost you're scratching a scar, and so it hurts, probably, or maybe even a wound if it hasn't been healed at all. Now, what you need to realize in the moment is that it's not the other person's fault. You need to take back control and realize that you can do something about it, detach from the situation or from the person that's triggered you. I personally actually thank people who trigger me, even though it is difficult. I don't thank them in person necessarily. Sometimes I can actually, if they're friends, I can be triggered by friends who might say something. It's incredibly rare. I can't even think of an instance, but it could happen to you because they've allowed you to see what needs to be addressed, what needs to be healed, what needs attention. So they're actually doing an act of service by triggering you because they're bringing to your attention something that is within you that needs attention. Right. So EFT, you would start with a statement. So we'd say, even though I completely overreacted to what my friend said to me, I love and accept myself. And we're going to say this 3 times. Even though I completely overreacted to what my friend said to me, I completely love and accept myself. Even though. So what it does is it aligns two things that are true at the same time, is that you can react in a way that shocks you, but you can still love yourself at the same time. And by doing that, you sort of start to I don't know exactly how to put it, but I suppose it's you harmonize two things that are in contradiction within you and that are creating a conflict in you that is actually causing you to be upset. So even though I massively overreacted to what my friend said to me, I love and accept myself. And then we're going to try and find some statements that express. So I was so upset when so and so said that I should lose some weight. Let's just put it that way. It's a bit silly, but let's just do it this way. They made a comment, and I really didn't appreciate the fact that it made me feel bad about myself. It raised a lot of issues around my weight. I've been having problems with my weight for ages, and I've been trying to find a solution. And that remark, that passing remark about the fact that my clothes don't fit me anymore, that really hurt. That went very deep. So even though my friend said something that I massively overreacted to, I deeply love and accept myself. And so what you want to do is to do rounds of tapping where you follow the energy, you follow the thoughts, you follow the emotions, and you unfold or you try to unpack a little bit what's been happening. But by tapping at the same time, what you're doing is you're releasing the emotional energy in your body so it can actually be processed properly. Because emotions, including negative emotions, are not bad as such. They're only bad if you don't process them properly or in a healthy way. And very often with negative energies, because we've been told negative emotions, because we've been told for so many years that it was bad to be angry, it was bad to be resentful, it was bad to be bitter. We squash them down, and when we squash them down, we don't process them, and when we don't process them, they kind of build up into this thing inside of us. And so when someone pokes at us in these sensitive areas, it's almost like it's a volcano waiting to explode. So I hope this has been helpful. If you need a proper EFT session, please feel free to reach out, especially if you like the way that I explain things. But there are many, many EFT practitioners, and you can also find some free videos on YouTube. The person I would recommend the most is let me try and remember his name. Brad something. I've recommended him before. because I would rather that Brad Yates, that's it, Brad Yates. He's got so many different videos for so many, and he has synchros that you can follow with him. You can go along with him, which I don't on my YouTube channel. Um, so that's about it really for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If this has been helpful to you, please let me know, because it's kind of sometimes for content creators, you do feel like you're talking in the void, and you don't know if things have landed with people. And I will also add a link to book an EFT session with me if you'd like to. And I wish you a wonderful week, and we'll talk again next week. Bye for now.